Welcome to BMS, the podcast where we get to talk about everything uncensored, the raw version of the show. We spend the next 20 minutes with you sharing stories that we can't share on the air, like how AB witnessed someone almost die. And she might be the reason, actually.
I'm like haunted by this. So I went to a concert with my friend Megan the other day, and we went out to dinner beforehand, and we were just like chatting, having a normal dinner, and then we heard this loud crash.
Oh, no.
And it was like, at first I was like, oh, somebody's plate, just fell off and broke or whatever. But it was the sound of like 5 plates crashing down. And so we whip our heads around, and one of the tables at the restaurant was completely toppled over. All of the food slid onto this one girl's lap who was wearing white jeans. And it took me a second. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then I realized there was an old lady on the floor under the table.
Oh, no.
She collapsed onto the table.
She collapsed on, that wasn't even her table. She fell onto the table next to her and took down like this other family that she didn't know their entire meal.
I feel so bad.
And she was on all fours on the ground underneath the table. And like, it was one of those things where it's like a car crash where you're like, you shouldn't look, but you can't look away. And we were like, the entire restaurant went silent. It was so bad. She eventually like got up. I don't really think she said anything. I think she was just kind of in shock of what happened and then like left the restaurant.
Did she fall because she was just old?
I think she was trying to slide out of her booth and maybe did it.
And then collapsed
somehow. But it was.
Did the table collapse too?
The entire table fell over,
like flipped over with the.
And then when she tried to get up, she banged her head on the table. It was just like it was a nightmare. And I could not stop thinking about it all night. I was just like, it's like the secondhand embarrassment was so bad. And I was just like, I hope she's okay.
Did everyone go back to eating? What happens when they're cleaning everything up?
Did the restaurant crew come to help?
The restaurant crew came to help, and then they had to remake all of that family's food, too. So then they were just sitting there for a while, like, foodless. Like, the whole situation was so bad.
I think you just have, like, a bad luck aura around you recently, because when AB and I went to the baseball game last week, AB literally sat down, and then all of a sudden we see this cutesy little old man get hit by a ball, and he collapsed too.
Yeah,
onto the ground. Why collapse around you? You said you've had this happen to you a couple of times.
I started thinking about, oh my gosh, am I the reason? Because also when I was in Alabama for my girls' trip, we watched a girl, like, her chair broke underneath her, and she fell all the way to the floor. And that was, like, the biggest deal on this dolphin cruise we were on. And so I'm like, it just keeps happening around me, and now I'm really scared.
I feel like it's one of those.
You need to stay home.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like it's like one of those scenes from the movie where it's over the top, like dramatic, like comedic actors, like falls into a table, they can't get up. And
but it's actually happening.
It's real injury.
Scene, yes.
Like, can it not be an old person?
I know. Anybody
Would you feel
else?
less bad? Like, you'd feel better if it was like
I don't know. The secondhand embarrassment is like horrible either way.
I can't seeing an old person because you're like, is this like going to be crippling for them?
Yeah.
Like the old guy that got hit at the baseball game, he had to leave. Like,
yeah, we never saw him again after. That was before the game even started. The other team was practicing on the field when he got hit, so we didn't even see him throughout all 9 innings. So not only
are these people falling, they're not recovering.
Yeah, I guess not.
In our prayers.
Wow.
Yeah.
In our prayers.
So
in our prayers.
Over the course of the last month, you've seen. I've never seen any of that.
Now, see, I have. I've had it happen once at a Walmart.
But she's seen it like 4 times. Once at a Walmart.
What happened at the Walmart?
So I was walking into Walmart behind an older woman, and out of nowhere, she just falls. All right? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know CPR, and I don't want to get in trouble for any of that. So I immediately just went, help! There's a woman who's falling over here! And
that's probably the worst thing you could have done.
That's like what he's supposed to do.
I wouldn't want to be responsible.
The embarrassment, that's what I like. Feel so embarrassed for them. And if I were the person that fell, and then all of a sudden someone's screaming at the entire Walmart,
because I don't know CPR. Well, I can't be the guy.
And it was really interesting, because some of the employees went to help her and helped her up and all that stuff. And then I overheard somebody say, I don't know, I hope this is not another case of I accidentally fell and now I'm suing the store.
Shut up.
So I was
That's like a thing?
That is not where my mind would go at all.
That's what the Walmart people are thinking? Like,
Right.
they come over?
Yeah.
How often does this happen?
Like, what if
I
that
don't
restaurant
know.
was like, okay, lady, we've seen you do this a couple of
Right.
What if, like, the old lady's a chronic faller?
yeah, like, yeah,
This-
sure, get up.
This is her scam. AV just witnessed some old lady trying to create their
Right.
scam.
Yeah.
Did they at least comp dinner? Because then the scam works.
I was wondering if they comped the dinner that she fell on top of. You know,
Yeah.
They had to.
her and her husband were already done with their meal, but
Convenient.
Yeah.
so I was curious if that family had to pay. I kind of feel like they probably had to.
No.
They shouldn't have.
I don't know.
It wasn't, but it wasn't the restaurant's fault, though. That's something to consider. Like, the restaurant,
Right.
like, they're not responsible for falling humans. Like,
That's in their fine print,
Yeah,
right?
like-
It's on the menu.
if a human collapsed on your table, like, we didn't cause that. Like, what do I do? That old lady should pay for it. Do you think that old lady should have paid for it, actually?
No, she
No.
needed to get out of there as quickly as possible.
She already had
She
enough
ruined
going
their
on.
meal.
I'm
She already
hoping-
had enough going
I'm
on.
hoping maybe she's old enough she doesn't remember that it happened anymore.
You're
I think
really
that's
worried
honestly
that
Now
that's
you
best
hope
like
she
case
has
wow.
scenario.
dementia?
I think
Oh, yeah.
best case scenario, she does not remember that. I would think about that till the day I die.
I don't. Would you be that? I don't think I would
I
be
don't
that
think you'd be
embarrassed.
that
People
Right, it
don't
was
care about stuff.
Like, I don't.
No, like
Yeah, I don't
they
think I
don't.
care.
Like they don't. If they don't get embarrassed.
Oh
as
my
much.
gosh!
They-
One time I fell.
I'm more worried that she fell. Amy's worried that she's embarrassed.
Right.
One time I fell on all fours in a restaurant. I actually forgot this happened. I was in Florida with my family and it was pouring outside, and whatever restaurant we were at, it had to have been so illegal. They had wires all over the floor and rain was coming in through like the side door. So all the wires were soaking wet. I walked in, tripped over a wire, and like fell on the soaking wet floor in front of the entire restaurant. And it was so embarrassing.
Did they
They
forgot
comp
should,
about
they
it.
should be embarrassed. They had wires on the floor.
They
They didn't comp our meal.
They didn't.
No.
Ooh.
But you forgot about it. See, like, that's why I don't get embarrassed.
Right.
Most people forget about things.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised
No.
at things that people forget. Like, they just do.
I'll
This
remember
is-
it for them.
This is where it comes in, where it's like, oh, everybody's always focused on their own life and not other people's. But
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is.
Hannah got embarrassed at the OBGYN.
I did get embarrassed at the OBGYN. I had my well woman annual visit, and I'm getting checked out. Legs are up. Things are happening. And then all of a sudden, my OB was like, so how's the show going? And I was so thrown off because I don't go to the OB often. I go for my well woman, make sure everything's okay, and then I move forward. So I'm thinking she either has like a wicked good memory or she's an active listener of the Brett Mega Show. And I still don't know which one. I hope that she has a wicked good memory and she's not an active listener because I'd be a little embarrassed. But
Would you? I don't think I'd be embarrassed. I know that our kids' doctor, I don't even go to the
know.
doctor. They
OB's
listen to the.
different. Like you're seeing
Yeah,
me
OB's
more than I
different.
see me. Like I don't know. But I'm just thinking there's no way she remembers that because she's OB. She's a busy woman. She's delivering babies every day, doing all this crazy stuff. Like there's no way she remembers little old me. So I'm thinking she might just be an avid listener.
I don't know though, because whenever I go to the doctor once a year, the nurse Linda always asks me about the show, and I know she doesn't listen. She just remembers that I told her like
That you
one
work
time.
on a
And she's
show?
always like, "Are you still on the radio?" And I'm like, "Yep." So I don't know.
But
Maybe.
you were also embarrassed because you had like slippers on.
Oh my gosh!
Why
yeah.
is that? Why are you wearing slippers to the OBG?
I didn't want to drive. I don't like driving with shoes. And so I had slippers on and I just forgot to take them off. And then I realized as I'm in the elevator, like I was slipper girl.
I was wondering. I was thinking to myself though when I knew Hannah told that story. That do you get dressed up to go to the doctor? Like, what are you supposed to wear to the doctor?
Gosh,
What is
no.
dress attire for the doctor?
I
Because the
don't-
doctor sees everything.
Well, yeah, and you're going to take
So
it
you
off anyway.
Take it off anyways,
That's a good
right?
point.
So like,
I
what do
don't
you
know,
wear?
But they
What's
were like
the dress attire?
fluffy slippers. Like it wasn't like a cute like Ugg slipper. It was like ugly. Like I wear them to get a spray tan. Like I don't look good in them. And so I don't know. I don't really care about like wearing like a sweatshirt to the doctor. Like I wear a sweatshirt every day. That's fine. But that was like true like pajamas. So I was embarrassed.
Sometimes I feel like you should be dressed up when you go to the doctor, though. You're like, I don't know, like
You're paying for
there's
it.
something
Yeah,
formal
there's
about the
something formal
doctor.
waiting.
But then I
Nah.
thought about it, and I'm like, why? What do I wear to the doctor? First off, it's been like forever since I've gone to a doctor or done any checkup.
I
need to do
believe that you haven't been to the doctor in probably 30 years.
I'm so bad, like one of those typical dudes who doesn't want to check anything. Well, I don't do any of that. But like when I go to like my kids' doctor's appointments, because like they have like so many checkups and things like that, I think I like don't wear sweatpants and stuff like that. I'm like, why?
I feel like it
why
might
am
be
I doing
different
that?
when you're
Dressing
the
like you're
parent
going to
because
church?
you
I'm
want
not going to church.
you
but
want to look like
I
got
know.
it together.
Yeah.
Like my kid might have a runny nose, but I got it together.
Yeah. But then I was like, when Hannah was like saying like, oh, I was nervous I wore slippers. I'm like, we shouldn't be, but I get why someone would be in their head about wearing slippers to the doctor. But when you think about it, you're like, why? Why do I give a shit what
This
the doctor?
might also be a girl thing, but every time I go to the OB, I get so nervous about like folding my clothes and like hiding my underwear on the chair so like she can't see. Meanwhile, I'm naked. So like why does it matter if she sees my underwear on the chair when I am naked?
I do that same thing. Like when I go to physical therapy or something and I have to take like my bra
You're
off
naked?
or something. No, I'm not fully naked.
I'm
but
like,
if he
what
has to like
doctor
work
is
on
this?
my
Right.
if he has to work on my back or something and I have to take my bra off, I do always hide it under my clothes.
Like, oh, I don't
Which
want him to
is
see a bra.
funny.
Yeah.
Like seeing a bra is weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the same thing probably for guys. Like guys don't like like they put their underwear probably in their jeans or whatever and then fold them up. I would assume, right? Like is that what you do,
Yeah,
Kev?
I'm trying to think, because it's weird. My
you guys
doctor.
getting naked for the doctor?
Well, my
Like
doctor's.
any type of like you have to do physicals. You have to do hernia tests.
You
which is-
wouldn't know. You don't
Yeah, I don't
go.
know.
Right, you don't know. My doctor's a woman.
Oh, do you go to
yeah.
a woman
Yeah.
doctor?
Who's actually, I think, even a little bit younger than me, which is like,
Really?
weird too. You're like, so, but yeah, and I've had her for decades.
Does everyone go to the same sex doctor except for Kevin? Do you go to same sex?
I do. Yeah, the only other my orthodontist isn't a woman, but
Your orthodontist is a woman?
everybody else, my dermatologist is a woman because I want to feel comfortable like getting all like my skin
Interesting.
checks all the time and stuff. Woman.
What about you, AB?
my normal doctor is a guy.
Oh, your
And-
general? My
uh-huh.
normal doctor?
And-
my normal doctor,
Yeah,
like your
right.
general?
You know.
Okay.
And honestly, though, my whole family goes to him and we love him. And he will sit backwards in his chair and like scoot up. And last time my sister went, he goes, "So you got a heavy flow, huh? Let's talk about it."
Oh,
like
really?
he is so chill about everything, and we'll just be like, "Yeah, this is what's going on." Like
That's how
it's like
doctors
a
are.
friend.
Yeah,
Doctors
they
are like
Yeah.
that. It's
Right.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
like you just like become desensitized to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, and it's kind of neat too. I mean, I don't want to say it's like a learning hospital. It's not like the pit or anything, but there will be occasions when there'll be somebody in with my doctor,
Oh,
and it would
yeah.
be like, "Is it okay if so and so stays?"
I feel like that.
And,
I always
you know,
get awkward when that happens. When you got like a straggler or shadow,
Mm-hmm.
like the same calm, cool, comforted energy just is different. It's like when you're with your doctor, it's kind of like we've been through some stuff.
Right.
The shadow is like we're on a first date.
I
Okay,
always
let's
just
just
wonder,
chill.
like, why exactly are you here? Like, are you taking notes on this? Are you going to report on this? Like, what is your purpose here? It does make it more nerve wracking.
I've seen. I don't know. I don't know about purposes. I'm sure there's some type of purpose that exists.
Well, they're learning. They're learning how to do this. They're
I
learning
know,
how to
but
interact.
then what do they do with it?
I don't know. You probably
Like,
need
are you
so
a
many.
case study?
Go do
probably
doctoring
need,
stuff.
Yeah, you need so many clinical hours. I'm sure it's kind of like being a student teacher or like
Mhm.
Yeah.
an
I
intern.
should just think of this as Grey's Anatomy.
It's National Name Yourself Day. Does anyone on the show not like their name? I'll go first. I don't. I don't like Brett for several different reasons.
Do you not like it because everyone spells it wrong?
Everyone, no,
Or
I
with the
actually
two
don't care
Ts?
about the 2T, 1T thing. I spell it with 1T. Most people spell it with 2 T's. I don't necessarily think I like Brett because, one, it's not a very common name. People always mispronounce it. They're like, Brett, Brent. Like, I don't know. And so
That's crazy.
they
Who
never
is
get my name.
mispronouncing that?
What's up?
Do you mispronounce it?
No. What?
Like
No.
mispronouncing your name is crazy.
Like,
no,
that's not
but
a
people
name people-
constantly.
No way.
Brent is what I get
A lot?
so much. Brent.
That's my
I'm
pastor's
like, oh,
name.
it's Brent Mega. Like, oh, Brent. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, like,
What?
and that's not a common name either. Like, I get if like Brett's not common, and then they repeated something back that was common. But I would say Brent is number one, and then sometimes I get Brad, and I'm like, I guess the D and the T, and so people constantly say it wrong. But then every movie that's ever existed, the Brett is always the biggest douchebag. There's never been a movie
like
where
frat guy.
That is a,
Frat guy.
that is a
Right.
he's the
douchey name.
cliche douchebag. And I'm like the complete opposite of me. But I think Brett like labels me as a douchebag.
Mm.
I
Well,
don't
that's how
know-
you described yourself in high school.
So maybe I was that
So
guy.
maybe it does
Now
fit
I
you.
need to change my name. My name is actually Robert Brett. So maybe I should just switch to Robert.
Why-
now.
why
Later
don't
in my
you-
life, I've moved
I
on to
was
Robert.
going to ask you if you were open to any form of Robert, like Bob,
I don't
Bobby,
like those either.
Robbie.
Robbie, Bobby. like,
Robbie is crazy.
fucking
Yeah, Robbie.
terrible names. Terrible. Like I don't want to be a Robbie Mega. Like that sucks.
Robbie Mega.
I don't know. I want to be Jack.
I think you're just such a Brett.
That guy just told you was the worst
You
person.
just called him a douchebag.
Yes.
I think that you give like 4-letter name.
You get 4-letter name.
What does that mean?
That's
There's
right.
a lot of 4-letter
Jack.
names. Jack is cool. What about Jack?
You wouldn't be just Jack, though. You'd be like Jackie. Like
You'd
some
be-
sort of
That's
like
good.
you almost seem like a nickname guy.
You'd almost be like a Jacques.
You think I should be Jacques?
No, he is not
Like a
bougie
Jacques?
enough for that, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't think I look like a Jacques.
Jacques the
Ryan.
Megah.
He gives Ryan.
Can I be Ryan?
No,
I don't
I just
think
think of
Ryan-
Ryan from High School Musical, and then I think gay.
My mother, mother-in-law's maiden name is Ryan. So maybe Ryan?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe Ryan.
What about Hannah? Would you choose a different name? You like the name Hannah?
I like the name Hannah. I've grown to really like it.
You not like it in the beginning? You mean grown?
I didn't really like think of it, I don't know, in a way, but now I like it because I feel like it's normal but like different enough. Like I don't know a ton of Hannahs in my life, so I feel like it's good, but it's not like a obscure name where I'm like embarrassed about it.
If you had any choice, would you choose Hannah again?
I think I would. I feel like I'm an H girl, so I like Hannah. I'm just really appreciative because my name was going to be AbEgAIl, and I don't feel like I give AbEgAIl
No.
vibes.
An Abby or a Gale?
Abigail?
AbEgAIl. Yeah.
AbEgAIl? AbEgAIl.
I don't know. How do you
I
pronounce
do
it?
think two different names.
She's good.
Abby.
Hannah's saying it
Because I
really-
was like, I
She was
can
gonna
see
be
her being
Abby
an Abby,
normal.
but not an AbEgAIl. AbEgAIl, no. Abby,
Guys,
yeah.
Abby. I see an
keep
Abby.
having-
I can see her
keep
being an
mispronouncing
Abby.
Or
it.
She's an
Gail.
Abby. But not an Abigail.
No, I think Abby gives brunette.
I
Really?
don't
I've
give-
never met a blonde Abby.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Really? I think she gives Abby vibes, but
Right.
not Abigail. Abigail's different.
I feel like though I'm not
Abigail.
an A name girl. I just don't
Okay.
feel like that fits me. So that makes me more appreciative of my name being Hannah.
AB.
My real name is Anna. It's fine.
You don't like
There-
it
you don't
either.
like
I don't like that there isn't really a reason behind it. Like I like names that mean something,
you
and
do,
my
okay.
name is just Anna because
Do you know? You don't know? There's no reason.
there's no reason.
I'm named after Brett Maverick. None of you
I
guys.
was
know
I
gonna
that.
love
ask
that.
you who
Kevin
that
knows
James
was.
it.
Garner, baby.
Yes, Brett Maverick is where my
And there's
dad
several-
loved the
there's
name
several
Maverick.
Mavericks.
I think my dad wanted to name us
I
Maverick.
love
and
the
lost.
name Maverick.
Yeah, and so it was a very like Brett Maverick is like old Western,
Right.
like gambler, and so I think my dad really liked the name Maverick, but then settled on Brett because I don't think my mom liked, Maverick.
I've got something in my wallet that talks about what my name means. Okay, because
Really?
I've always
There's
been
a lot of
I've-
stuff in that wallet.
I've been a fan. I know I got a Costanza wallet. I've been a fan of
Shout out.
Kevin. I like Kevin. What I don't like is when other people are also named Kevin.
Oh, you don't?
I get
you get jealous.
I get jealous because in
Really?
school I had to be Kevin B because we had a Kevin L. And you're like,
Damn you, Kevin L.
yeah, I don't like that. But I had a gift. Maybe I took it out of my wallet because I didn't have enough space. But it was from.
You do have a ton of stuff.
I
in your wallet.
do, man. But
I
it was,
keep like 5
I don't
things in
even
my
have
wallet.
a wallet.
You don't have a wallet?
No, I just throw everything in my purse.
Everything that I need's in the back of my phone.
Oh, you have one of those phone wallet things.
Yeah.
well,
How many
anyway.
cards do you have in there while he's looking?
I have 3 cards in my insurance card because I always lose my insurance card. So now I just have to have it on me at all times.
I have 1, 2, 3 cards. My driver's license. Where do you keep your driver's?
Yeah,
in
that
there
was one
too?
of the cards.
And then it's connected is the thing that we have to scan to get in.
I must have taken it
That's
out.
it.
But anyway, what it was a little thing it was a gift years ago about Kevin, and it was like Kevin means gentle and kind. I thought it was really kind of neat. It was a confirmation gift, even though my confirmation name is Nicholas.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you
give
choose
Nick-
Kevin though, since you don't like being named other Kevins? Would you
I
choose something
like-
obscure?
I like Kevin. I've grown to like it. The only problem is kind of like Brett, in movies where that's the douchebag. Kevin is the dumb one. Like if you think about Minions,
Kevin!
or if you exactly yeah, and there's several
That's
other ones where
funny.
it's like
Yeah.
or Kevin is the gay one. So which,
Really?
yeah,
Everybody's gay.
Kevin.
So if you had to choose again though, would you choose Kevin?
I would choose Kevin.
Would you?
I went. There was a time because Vin Diesel was a big deal. Vin was kind of a little bit of my. I was going. I was trying to work the Vin in there.
You
Like,
wanted to be called Vin?
Vin. But-
Maybe you didn't really love your name. Would you choose something else? Like, would you
I'd
go after
probably-
grandma or something like that?
I'd probably choose something else. I just have no idea what it would be.
I'm
What, like, maybe I was.
stuck on what to think for you.
I like my middle name, Isabella, but I don't know that my mom wanted to name me Isabella originally, but she hated all the nicknames for it.
Like
and so
Izzy
she was
and all
like,
that
yeah,
stuff?
she hated Izzy. So she was like, can't do it.
Didn't like Bella.
Yeah. No, didn't like Bella.
Or
Thought it
Belle.
sounded like a dog. So that's why that isn't my name. And then my dad chose all 3 of our names, actually.
Oh, really?
Because my mom would freak out and be like, I can't do it. It's too big of a responsibility. Like, you name them.
It's so hard to decide, like, your own name, if you were given your choice, or, like, your kids' names and things like that. I saw this video of Taylor Swift just going on a date, like, with her friends, like a girl date, and people started chiming in on this, and I never thought of this before. When Taylor Swift goes out with her friends, is she responsible for always picking up the tab? I had never thought of that. But like every time she hangs out with her friends, what is it like being friends with Taylor Swift? Because Taylor Swift actually has a lot of non-celebrity friends, and or celebrities that are not billionaires. But like she was going out with some non-celebrity friends, and that's what people saw. Like, who picks up the tab? And is that when you go out with your friends?
It's interesting to me because at first I would think, no, everybody pay on your own, whatever. But I have a similar-ish situation where I have a friend who is very well off, and anytime, even if we go out in a group, Hannah's been there too, he pays for everybody.
He doesn't even ask.
He doesn't ask. He just does it. And I'll offer a lot of times, like, I can pay for myself, blah, 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 but he always says no. So I kind of feel like it's in the offer. Like Taylor Swift's friends should offer to pay for themselves, but I do think Taylor, it literally is like a penny to her.
Do you think it's different for genders? Like, I feel like a guy, when he's with, like, his girl or his girl's friends, feels like, I got you guys. When you're, like, girl to girl with your friends, I feel like you guys want to be seen as equals or your friendship is equal. Like, does he pay for all of his guy friends every single time he ever hangs out with them? They go out for beers to watch a game?
Probably.
It depends with the guys. A lot of them are in similar situations as him, though.
Though they're
and
financially
so
well off?
Yeah, so they'll split it. But if there's, like, someone in the group who's, like, a guy and who isn't as well off, they'll pay for him.
See, I don't think a guy's like that. Like, I wouldn't want my friend to always pay for me. Like, I would feel like shit. Like, I can't provide for myself. I can't,
But if you're going to try to be on that same level or, like, whatever, I got you. No, it's I'm like, look, I'm Taylor Swift. I got you. I'm a billionaire. You're fine. I would think that's kind of the way it would feel.
I just wouldn't want Taylor to feel as if, like, her relationships are always, like, transactional.
Yes, that feels so transactional.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Taylor to feel like that, but just offer and then you're fine.
You're right.
Just offer and you're fine.
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't imagine her saying, no, we're going to split the check. Like,
you don't think so?
Crazy.
Especially at the places that she's probably taking them.
Right.
That are so expensive.
But like,
okay, so like, what about her other celebrity friends who are they have well off money? It's not like they're going out for drinks. It's not like Selena Gomez can take care of herself.
Yeah, I think if she went out with Selena, they're on similar levels, so it's different. So they probably would both pay for themselves or split it.
Do you think they split it?
I would think so. Or like
one of them will
or
be like,
every other.
Yeah, like, oh, I'll get this one, you get the next one.
Yeah.
Do you think they do that?
That's probably what
I
level
would
they're
think,
on.
and you're right. I think that's kind of it. You kind of wonder, too, because technically Travis and Taylor are not on the same level.
Yes. So, like, there's a great example. Travis is, like, worth probably, like, 50, 60 million. She's worth billions. Like, she has friends who are worth 50, 60 million dollars. They go to dinner. They can afford stuff. But there's a big freaking difference between a billionaire and a 60 millionaire. And so it does feel weird if, like, someone's worth $1 billion. Yeah, and every single time they're like, but you're worth $60 million. Like, yeah, but you're worth $1 billion, so you pick up the check. I feel like that's weird or interesting in those types of situations. How much money, then, can buy happiness? Don't give a cop-out answer of, like, money can't buy happiness. If you had to put $1 on happiness, what dollar amount would you put it?
See, I'm so stupid when it comes to money. Like, I don't know an amount that's, like, even good anymore because everything's so expensive. So, like, initially I want to say, like, $1 million. But then $1 million, like, really isn't
it's really
enough
not
anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So, maybe $5 million. To me, happiness would mean you'd be able to take care of yourself comfortably and then probably loved ones, too. Would be my dream. Like, if I could pay off my mom's house, that would be like my biggest life goal. Like, that would make me so happy to help out my family.
So $5 million?
I kind of thought of it as the opposite, and I was thinking $500,000
That's
because I'm like thinking of it in the sense that, like, if you were to just be given $5 million and pay off your mom's house, I don't think it would mean as much to you or her as if, like, you had to work hard.
I think she'd be pretty damn happy.
But like it would be different if you had to work hard for that money to pay it off.
I do think that working for stuff does make it.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, if I had $500,000, I could buy a house with that, so that would be good. And then I would have like a good like amount to fall back on if need be, but I still have to work. I still have to like work hard at something, because if that's taken away and I just have enough money, I never have to work again. That's not going to lead to
I don't think it leads to happiness.
I think you're always going to have to work, though. Like, $5 million is not going to carry me throughout the rest of my life. Like, you're still going to have to work. I feel like, okay, I would buy a house, pay off my mom's house, pay off our vehicles, and then there's always more. Like, life is always going to keep giving you bills and things to spend on. So I think $5 million would be good.
See, and as the older one in the room, I'm looking at like $10 million.
Really?
And I say 10 primarily from the standpoint of being able to pay off the bills and all that stuff, be able to retire comfortably, but then also have something for your loved ones. And it also gives you the opportunity with that kind of money to travel, to do something. Mm-hmm. And it's not enough to go, I don't have to do anything else for the rest of my life. It's just enough to go, okay, for the short term, the next couple of years, I can enjoy and see what else is out there. And then if things take, unfortunately, a downturn, like I actually do die on that toilet, there is money that can be given to the rest of the family.
I guess I had the number like AB. My number was like $500,000. It was so low because I really do think like one of my only stressors is probably finances. Like I'm so happy and all these other aspects of my life. The only thing that completes it is just to get rid of some of that financial freedom. And I don't need to quit working. And so I was just like, I just want to wipe away my financial stress, and then I would be happy. Like literally, I was talking.
You gotta be debt free, and then you start over.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I guess I feel like a little bit like I don't need greed to be happy. Like I don't need a badass house. I don't need to pay off everyone's stuff. All I need is this financial like stress to go away. And if that financial stress went away and I had that freedom and that flexibility, whatever that number is, I think the number would be like close to like $500,000. Because then I feel like I'd be able to take care of probably I know it's more than what my mortgage is and what my debt is. So that'd be like debt free, knowing that I would have enough in the bank left over. And they're like, okay, like something goes wrong in my job, and then I would just be happy. Like, cool, I'm good, I'm content. But then you guys started to stress me out. Like, then what if I don't have enough left in the bank? Then I just have those financial stressors again. So maybe I need more.
Well, if I get my 10, we have that agreement
on the show.
Bring
inflation into this.
Yeah. And I didn't think of that.
Well, we have that lottery agreement. Then I still hold to it. If I get that, you guys get something.
Is it weird?
I don't know how much, but you get something.
Is it weird though? Like, would you work? Because I feel like it's different for the younger people on the show. Where do you rank money as a stressor in your life? Like, it's obviously my number one stressor as a provider, and I have kids. Where do you rank it as like terms of like?
I still rank it pretty high.
Of what you like keep you up at night is money. Worrying about money.
I would say probably that's my second most worry in life.
What's number one?
I constantly am worrying about my family. I need to make sure that everybody's okay. All my nieces, all my nephews, they're healthy, they're happy. My sisters are doing good at work. My mom's okay. Like, constantly, no matter what, worried about my family. And then 2 would be money.
I feel like that's like a lot for number one, though. It's like, people, like it's like a 1 A, B, C, D. Like,
I need to make sure that they're all fine.
There's like 28 things or people on a list before you worry about money. Like,
and boyfriend Julian, add him in there too. Got to make sure he's okay.
I do not think is like probably a top 5 for me.
Really?
Just because I know I have enough to pay rent. I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I have a lot saved in case something were to happen, and I only have to worry about myself.
So you don't worry about money at all?
I do not worry about money at all right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember there was a point in my life when it was just my wife and I did have some financial freedom where I stopped worrying about money, and I do know what that feels like. It feels significantly less heavy. Like when you're worried about like paycheck to paycheck or providing for your kids or something goes wrong or all the fucking crazy house shit I've had to deal with for a while. Like that stress is so heavy.
I just always know that something's coming, so I can never feel safe with money. Like there's always something to pay. It's never like, okay, nothing's going to be coming out. There's every fucking day there's something coming out.
Right, and you work hard enough to realize that. See, like, my fear is upsetting my wife, so I won't have any money.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
so she could take your money away as the breadwinner?
Not only would she take my money away, she'd take my home away, she'd take my life away, she'd take my comfort away.
But you spend frivolously. Do you worry about money? Do you think about it often, Kevin, or your wife does all the worrying about it?
I think my wife does all the worrying about it.
Really?
And we're fortunate because, it's weird to say, we've been blessed when family members have passed to give us a little bit of money to kind of take that financial burden away.
No one ever gives us shit, man.
I'm in the same fucking boat. I feel like I keep on hearing all these things about, oh, I inherited this, thing, and my great aunt is paying for my wedding. And I'm like, wow. I have never had something like granted to me like that.
Something I think that has helped me a lot with money too is the fact that I started tithing January of 2025.
You did?
So I'm on year 2 now. So I give
away.
Don't
know what that is.
Wow.
I give 10% of my money every single month that I earn to the church. Mm-hmm. And it's something that's given me a lot more peace of mind because every single month when I go down or when I sit down to give that 10% back, it's like a monthly reminder of this. None of the money that I have is mine.
Really? So you've been tithing for how long, you said?
Good for you.
Year and a half now.
Wow. 10%, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like the reminder of none of my money is even mine to begin with.
Dave
so
Ramsey
here's 10%.
Is the best financial podcaster out there. He wins every award for it. It is actually interesting, his podcast, but he always talks about how you should tithe because he's, there's a lot of heavy ties to Christianity with Dave Ramsey. And I always think to myself,
I don't have the money to tithe.
I
agree.
I'm debt free. They're always calling it like we're debt free.
Yeah.
They have this debt free chant on every podcast, and they're like, and they always ask, and they're like, yeah, I tithe. I'm like, shit, maybe that's why I'm not debt free. Right. I need to start tithing.
Are you gonna when you have a family? Are you still
they do?
What's
they do.
the priority on the
tithing?
list?
Will always be number one priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah's parents
over anything else.
Over anything else, and I just
yeah.
have to believe that that's the only thing in the Bible that God says, "Test me in this." He is like, "Test me. I will provide for you if you give 10%."
What is
back.
the I don't know. So this is a genuine question. What is the purpose of it?
I mean, it's a lot of it is a heart alignment, kind of like I said, where it's giving back. Also, I mean, wanting to move the church forward and having more people grow in their faith and all that kind of stuff, but then also a heart alignment of just reminding yourself that your money is literally not your own. And the most important thing is being faithful to God and being obedient in that.
There's a scripture, I'm really bad with names, so I can't remember the name, but there is a person who gives away everything. They have riches and gives it away.
Right.
And Jesus said he'll take care of them, and he's taking care of him. And I think a lot of it comes from that is you just having faith in God and making sure that you'll be okay.
So it's not just a part of heart alignment, giving back to the church, wanting to have a better church to spread God's message. And then is it part of also a manifestation? If I give to God,
it's
10%,
not,
he's going to give me back something?
No, it's not. You don't go into it with any expectation.
Because I tithe, I'm going to, I put my 10% in, I'm going to get 20% back now.
Yeah, okay. Even though there's so many stories.
I gave 10% to the church. I'm sure.
This is just a genuine question.
There's a lot of stories like that,
Yeah.
though, where it is pretty crazy.
Yes.
I've seen, people on Instagram or whatever being I decided the month of January, everything I earn, I'm giving to the church. And it just so happened that month of January, they ended up making 5 times what they normally make, crazy things like that. And they're like, okay, well, wish I could keep it, but it's not mine going to the church. My pastors talked about he was $200,000 in debt when he decided, okay, I'm going to start tithing. And he was out of that debt within a couple of years. And he was like, it's only God that could have done that.
I don't know. I didn't know you did that. And that's one of the reasons we do the podcast. Every single Friday, we drop stories. And these are stories that we just don't get to on the air. And we learn more about each other. And we learn more about you through the podcast. So we learned something new about AB that none of us knew in the studio that she's been doing. And if you want to tithe to my family, you can do an extra 12
open.
Yeah, I'm open. But subscribe to our YouTube page. Thank you so much for listening.